Okay, hopefully everything is going correctly. I'm trying to go ahead and open up the files that I want to be working on. And also back them up because I have not done so yet this month. So this is your reminder. If you haven't backed up whatever project you are working on this month, you may want to consider doing so. That one, I guess. Okay, maybe not that one then. Okay, fine. Stop it. I don't know what it's doing. Anyway, I probably should have done this like before I started the stream. Anyway, hello, welcome. Chaos, right? Yeah. But hopefully I can get this done correctly. Anyway, yeah, I may just mess with that a little bit later. Anyway, hello, welcome. I spent yesterday doing sort of like a coffee shop productivity type of day. The power went out at the first coffee shop I was at, so I went toddled down the road and went to the bookstore with a coffee shop. So I wound up spending some money, but I got some cool things. So I found a I found the book. I found several books, but this is one that I wanted to show you. It says, "It's funny you should ask mostly serious answers to mostly serious questions about the book publishing industry." And it's written by one of the Writer's Digest columnists and agents. And so I just like randomly thumbed through this. And it is done sort of like Dear Abby style, in where somebody has written in with a question and the literary agent and columnist answers to the best of their abilities. So like I just thumbed through a couple of them and I was like, oh, I can see myself like actually getting some use out of this. So sort of like, dear funny you should ask, is it bad for your career to try writing in a completely different genre if you don't have any luck getting an agent with the genre that you've been focused on? And so like the literary agent gives their advice on that. And one of the other ones I should have marked it when I was like standing there or something, because I knew I was going to buy it at that point. But one of them was like, is it weird to have like a dream agent and tell them about it in your query? Like, you know, they're the perfect agent for you because they represented X, Y, and Z, whoever, for their titles, which are comps for yours type of thing. And I thought it was funny because the author of this book was like, how weird do you think it is if your like second date tells you, I think I love you and I want to marry you? Like, is that weird to you? So maybe don't. Maybe wait a little bit until you're further into the process, type of thing. So I was like, oh, I think I might enjoy this person's take on these kind of questions. So anyway, so that's what this is my newest nonfiction that I have picked up. And hopefully it will be good. What's the key to staying supportive of writer friends when they find more success than you do? There's that imposter syndrome and sort of like jealousy, envy situation that we don't want to have. Yeah. So like, yeah. So I think hopefully this will be beneficial. If anybody else has read this before or have you seen this, let me know. yeah, so I picked that up. I also picked up some fiction books because, of course, even though my TBR shelf is still enormous, um, I also picked up a new deck of Oracle cards, and these are um, more of archetype cards. And I'm like, oh, yes, because I know I've shown the archetype cards that I have, and how there's a couple of cards in there that are a little bit problematic, and I have sort of like kind of stopped using them because of that. But this one, I looked through the book, and it doesn't have those problematic character cards in there. So anyway, also, yes, hello, gilded and cute and cool looking. So this was the Citadel. Rachel says, if I drop out, we have thunderstorms on the way. Looks rough. Oh no, stay safe. Anyway, comes in a slide out box inside here. So I thought maybe we could like draw a couple of archetype character cards today in terms of new decks. New decks, new cards, as always. But they're really, so this is what the back of the cards look like. Very cool. And I've also never had any that are like not standard rectangular shape before, so it's my first deck of that. So here is sort of some of the gilding example. It's more of like a copper than an actual gold, which is also kind of fun. So yeah, so the witch in this instance indicates experimentation or rebellion against traditional things. And then you have like the aspirant, ambition, diligence, but also perhaps if it's in the negative or in the inverse meanings, possible setbacks. So like really cool. The assassin. If you have an assassin or need an assassin in your story, but also ruthlessness or conviction in some way. If you need a catalyst, every story needs a catalyst, right? And so just like these are really fun looking, but also very useful in terms of like in terms of just like story creation. Because if you pick any 3 random cards, you can have story seeds is what I sort of like call them. So like if you pick a random one, your first one should be like perhaps your protagonist. So you have the astronomer, someone who's looking to discover something or divine something. Then you have your antagonist, who's going to be our antagonist. Ooh, I pulled 2. So you have the acolyte, someone who wants to start new projects. So perhaps someone who's training under astronomer, but like is sort of jealous and wants to go their own way. And then you also have the alchemist. I haven't shuffled these, which is why you get the A's. Someone who is intent on something entirely different from the astronomer. I don't know where I started. And then, I don't know. Okay, so you have a sidekick for one of the 2, or one of the 3. The sailor. Are you going to focus? Yes. Okay, so new influences and wanderlust, which, I mean, if you've got an astronomer, you could definitely do this as like sci-fi, like going to explore the stars. And then you have someone who is on board with this this new exploration, new planetary colonization or territorial expansion of space. And then you have someone who is, alchemy would be more of like old time science. So you have someone who doesn't necessarily want that to happen. I don't know. So like you could create all kinds of stories with these. And that's what I love about archetypes. But anyway, so I'm just kind of like rambling at this point. But yeah, so I got new cards. So I got new cards. That's the whole, like, I got new cards and I wanted to show them off. But anyway, hello. welcome. I've been chatting without saying hello. I apologize. Lindsay says, woohoo, haven't been here in forever. I haven't been here in forever. I think I mentioned this last time, but I did. I wound up resigning from the post office, which was my temporary, I thought, day job. And I've been applying to places. So nothing so far, but continuing to apply. And just sort of like having applications be your daytime job, and the writing being sort of backseat to that for the moment. So yeah, you're so glad you decided to check and see if we were here today. Yes, me too. And also, hello, Becca. And Rachel says, hello, made it back just in time. Lindsay says, hey to Rachel. CB is here, says hiya. Cool Gamer is here. Hey, hello. CB is back. Excellent. Lindsay also says, be safe to Rachel. And yes, love new cards. Me too. I can't not get them when they're this cool, right? CB says, I may not be here if you're streaming next Friday. You're going to go see the Oppenheimer. Nice. It's like the corners in all the books and papers and Battlestar Galactica. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. But yes. These remind you of Art Deco. Yes. Yeah, because I think I was thinking of Art Nouveau when you said Deco. But yeah, I think you're correct. But it's also very, very sort of like the new sort of, I don't know, minimalist-ish sort of trends that are, because I know like the hands type image you can find all over. Where's the hands that there we go. Sort of like the sort of hands and Roman numerals and sort of the light ray type things are very sort of trendy in for I don't know, minimal elegant-ish stuff. I don't know what, yeah, is it Art Deco? Is it something new? I don't know. Hello, welcome. And yes, BSG, yes. For Battlestar Galactica in terms of the shape. So yes. Welcome. Foil edition makes it even nicer. Yeah, and I do love a good foil. So yes. Battlestar Galactica Terra. I'm sure there probably is some somewhere. Good luck with thank you for the job hunt. I appreciate that. Yes. Alrighty. Okay. So I managed to get I think I managed to get my project backed up. And then I closed it. So now I gotta reopen it. But anyway, let's go ahead and pull up a timer. Do. Let's see. We'll start with the teapot because why not? It is a favorite after all. CB has the Golden Girls tarot cards, so Battlestar Galactica tarot might be a possibility as well. I'm sure somebody has thought of it. I'm sure at this point. So. All right. So hopefully you have your project chosen, whether you're participating in camp or not. Hopefully you have something that you can either work on, whether it is writing, editing, productivity, shiny new ideas, marketing, whatever it is that you would like to do. But don't forget to save. Whatever it is you're working on, don't forget to save. And 2, make sure that if you have something to sip on, go ahead and take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure if you need a break, take one. Here we go, 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Bio thief. It's not really where I want to save it, but it's okay. I'll have backup, extra backup then. Okay. How did we do? I am on the second page of this scene. I'm mostly expanding. I have the bones and the outline up, and then I'm just kind of like expanding upon the idea. So I had how much did I probably have? I probably had about like close to 300 words, and so now I'm up to 944. So it's probably about 600, 650-ish, which is really good. I don't always get that much, but yeah. So that's where I am. Yeah. So how do we do? Also, I have popped a small poll in the chat as to how many cards I should pull, how many of the character archetypes that I should pull. So 1, keep it simple. 2, either a couple or enemies, or 3 for 3 times, third time's the charm. All of that. So yeah. Again, I have not shuffled these yet, so this will be the first sort of like decent shuffle. Anyway, how did we do? Did we do good? Did we have progress? Did you snack? If so, what is your summer snack treat? Dad and I made boiled peanuts the other day, so I have been consuming excess sodium for sure. So I need to make sure that I am hydrating. But yeah, so CB got 207 words. Nice. You don't know why, but you're tired. Well, it is near the end of the day for you, isn't it? So, end of day, hopefully you should be getting tired. That way you can rest tonight. Comment. Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome. Becca is working on homework. Nice. You just got a response to your weekly discussion post, and man, total mansplainer and really judgy, trying to let it roll off, but ugh. You mean you got more than a 2-sentence response of like, this was neat, this was deep, I agree, I disagree. My experience with online discussion posts has not been good, because nobody ever gives me anything to go off of. But yeah, total mansplainer and really judgy. That's not fun. Especially if he or she or whoever this person is, they, them, if they are just taking your point and just blabbering on about it in order to fulfill a response requirement for the posts. Yeah, anyway. CB says, I'm doing heat therapy for your poor hip. Oh no. Hopefully it works. Okay, so 18, that would be 6, nearly 7 o'clock in the evening. Is that right? It's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, nearly 7 o'clock. Okay. Becca says, ha ha ha. It was 10 paragraphs. Oh, on how you shouldn't use LOL because you sound like his 12-year-old. Is he talking about you shouldn't use LOL in dialogue for a screenwriting situation? or you shouldn't use LOL in discussion posts. Like, what is his point? Okay, so now he's the police of colloquialisms and slang. Is this is this the position that they've adopted for themselves? Okay, you used it once, and it's a discussion post that's supposed to be casual. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Interesting. That you should not use LOL in a discussion post. Yeah, I just, if it's allowed to be casual, LOL should be acceptable. If you are required to formulate a analytical response to someone else's analysis of something, I would expect LOL to not be in there. But if it's supposed to be casual, throw in all the you should see, this is where my petty self would want to respond like only in slang and emojis to this person from that point forward. Like, I mean, that would be what I would want to do. I don't know that I would bring myself to do it, but that would be my desired response. Oh, okay. So this person knows your age. So it was a definite dig. Like, by what? Trying to make to say act your age or act mature? Why? He's done it before. Not sure why he's targeting me, but you seem to be the only one he seems to respond to. Oh, okay. Interesting. You were thinking about starting the response post. I mean, like, honestly, I would be so tempted just to respond in only slang and emojis, or just emojis, and be like, translate this. Get your 12-year-old daughter to translate this. Like, if you don't understand the following, get your 12-year-old daughter to translate. Anyway. Yeah. He's not worth it. Yeah, I mean, oh, to use as a character in a story. Yeah. CB says, tell him to act his age, not his shoe size, and then block him or report him. I mean, if this is not the first time he has done this, and this is not the... If the rest of his response has no bearing at all on the actual content of your discussion post, I would tell him such, but also you might want to mention it to the instructor of, like, so and so's responses are not constructive in any way, shape, or form. You may want to have a conversation about how you wish responses to elevate the discussion of whatever the topic is, rather than nitpicking about grammar and etc. But yeah, that could be awkward. So again, my initial responses, I would like to be petty and just respond in all slang and such. But then the secondary response would be asking that he only respond with actual constructive information or a constructive response to the content rather than the style of your writing, if that is pertinent. Again, I don't necessarily know what the topic of your discussion post was supposed to be, nor how it was supposed to be formulated, but since you mentioned it was casual, yeah. But yeah, you can tell them nicely in a kind manner. He even rewrote part of your post to, quote, write it better. Oh. Okay. This is another participant in the class, correct? So if this is a participant in the class, and it was about what your dreams are for the future. It was a positive discussion. Interesting. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, this is something that you're gonna have to address, because this person is not gonna stop this. So this is gonna have to be, in my opinion, one, you need to say something along the lines of, you could list it out in bullet points if you want, or in numerical outline form, however you wish to do it. But this is, you need to blatantly tell this person to back off, essentially. And you're going to have to do it in a way that you blatantly tell this person, one, you are not my instructor. Two, this post does not require you to edit my style or grammar, or however you wish to, approach that bullet point. The assignment was not meant to be in formal academic tone, and so you did not write it in such. That's not a thing that it's not a thing you should leave alone. So yeah, I would definitely bring this up to your instructor and to this person blatantly. If you want to do it on the public discussion forum, that's fine. That way you can let others know that this person is doing this. But yeah, no, this is yeah. Ooh, that's a good point. Is there a group leader? Is this person, like, if this is a formal, like, you're supposed to be doing this in groups, and he is such, but definitely not. Becca says the teacher sees it. You're worried that you'll get categorized as defensive instead of him. If you want to bring it up privately to the teacher first and say that this is bothering me and this person seems to be only doing this to me, am I reading this wrong? Of course, depending on if the instructor is if you can get a read on your instructor. But again, I think this is something that needs to be brought up, because that's not something that you should have to deal with for the rest of your semester. It's not something you should have to deal with at all. But definitely make it plain to either the both of them, both the person who's doing this or your teacher, or essentially, if you want to do it quietly, ask the teacher to have a conversation with this person quietly, or have an email response to this person quietly, and not in public if you don't want to do it in public. But yeah, that's something that I would say you need to bring up, because if you don't bring it up, then nothing can be done about it. If your teacher does not do anything, or if your teacher says something to this person and it gets worse, then you can escalate it. But again, that is up to you in terms of like how you want to deal with this. But that is in an academic setting, that is not going to encourage the kind of learning that you should be doing. And this person is clearly overstepping their prerogatives. clearly overstepping their, because if they're a student like you, they should not be setting themselves up as a pseudo teacher, nor should they be critiquing you unnecessarily. So yeah, that's, unfortunately, I think you're going to have to do something about it. It's like, as much as we don't want to, because like introverts hate that. But yeah, so if you want to deal with it quietly, message the teacher, instructor, person. I'm not sure what level they are. But if you want to do it publicly, that's also an option. Again, you could respond to this person all in slang to the effect of like, back off. You're not my teacher. But yeah, if this person is not a TA, if this person is not a instructor, if this person is just another student, they have no call whatsoever to be critiquing your writing style or writing it better, whatever. So yeah. So yeah. And again, like, this is not going to be, it's not going to be comfortable, because I've had to do stuff like this. And you only have 1 week left with this guy. So part of you just wants to ignore all his critiques and respond to his pseudo nice parts. You could. But what happens if you have him in a class again? What happens if he continues to do all of this? I mean, you're not going to fix him. That's like beyond your job description, definitely. But if he doesn't realize that hopefully he realizes how rude he is, but some people don't realize they're being rude. And so sometimes blatantly telling somebody is the best action. But again, if you want to put up with it with 1 more week and only respond to his pseudo nice parts, that's fine. If you want to respond all in emojis or all in slang, that's also fine. If you want to bring it up to the teacher, that's one way to do it. If you want to bring it up to him, that's fine. Whatever you want to do, whatever you are comfortable doing, or whatever it is you choose to do, I will support you. As long as it's not the super drastic options that our characters might sometimes take. But yeah, so yeah. Anyway, so brain. Yeah, Mama Bear. We all tend to like Becca. So yes, we want people not to be mean to Becca. So yeah. CB says, write him into a fanfic and drop house on him. Also an option. Yes. Okay, let me go ahead and end the poll. And it seems like just one has. Ooh, what have I done? There we go. Just one card, keep it simple, is our desired number of cards. So our character archetype for this new deck, I'm going to pull from the middle. I don't know why, but I am. So the botanist. So parenthood and legacy. It's an interesting. Where did I put my little book? There it is. Okay. Oh, they're not in alphabetical order. Okay. I may have to find that a little bit later. Yeah. Anyway, look at the pretty card. So if you don't have a botanist or someone who is knowledgeable about plants, knowledgeable about propagation in some form or fashion, and leaving something that will grow behind, So there's your character card, your archetype. So yeah. Thank you for all the awesome advice. Definitely going to think about it before you respond. Yes. Yes. All righty. I love like the fact that there's limited colors, but they still manage to do so much with it. It's quite cool. Okay, so I'm gonna have to find, since it's not in alphabetical order, I will have to figure out where it is in the book to be able to, and I'll type out essentially the rest of the meaning in the chat once I find it. Anyway, second sprint is the self-promo sprint. So if you have something that you would like to promote, this second sprint will be the chance to do so. Present, share screen, purple teapot. Okay, all right, so have this set up so we can get ready. 1, don't forget to save. 2, take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take one. Here we go, 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. How we doing? Okay. See this because I'm paranoid. How we doing? I managed to finish the first scene. Um, the second scene was super, super short because it was like a small POV switch from one of the antagonists or for one of the antagonists, just like, throwing in um some things that my main characters are gonna have to deal with. Um, so yeah, so now I'm in the third scene. Just started the third scene relatively, 2 paragraphs. I'm on the second paragraph. But it is coming right along. Getting a good bit done, which is always a good thing. So, how we doing? Let's see. Coffee Crate Connect popped in, and A Screenwriter's Journey is also here. That was a self-promo sprint, so if you have something to promote, don't forget to pop that in the chat so that I can read through those. Becca used that sprint to work on your homework, and you're hoping to get it all done so that you can write this weekend. Yes. That is one thing I definitely tried to do. Because if I knew there was a lot of reading ahead, or if there was a lot of homework and stuff ahead, I would just try and like knock as much as possible out of the park so that I could enjoy time to do other things. So, okay, let me see. Okay, Lindsay says my website has writing freebies. It's just my name, lindsayewing.com, I'm assuming. Oh, right. I did pop the explanation for the card in the chat. So the card is the botanist, being a parent, nurturer, and giver of life. Providing the right environment brings everything, intentions, material gains, and people to fruition. So what you do now is creating a legacy for those who come after. Take what you have learned from those botanists who came before you and become the next to take on that role. This card is for you and those who have nurtured you into who you have become today. So that is the card for today from our new deck. This is where Coffee Crate Connect came in and said, hey there, how's everyone? The dogs are sleeping, so you're blissfully working on your work in progress. Nice. Screenwriter's Journey says, hello, and thanks for streaming. It'll help you cross off things from your to-do list. Excellent. Rachel says, on Rach Writes, I also shared my calendar printout and plotting structures tool. There's a Ko-fi, however you, Ko-fi, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's free, or whatever you can donate to the cause. I have 5 more book covers to fund. Yes. By the way, you need this teapot in your life. Yes, it's a very cute teapot. I like it. Can't see comments from between jumping off and then on. Sorry if you missed any replies to your original comment. CB got 712 nice words of a very boring introductory scene. Well, do you want to spice it up or do you want to leave it boring? Up to you. You do the same when you get writing group homework on a Thursday and a Friday. It's the first thing you do. Just get it done, get it out of the way. That way you also have more time to do it if you need it. If you are trying to start last minute, which I have also done on occasion, you may be hard-pressed for time if you need more. So he says, I could have sworn I put in a self-promo about where to find my links, but it must have gotten eaten. Oh no. Let me switch to the live chat to see if there was one that popped through. Oh, it apparently doesn't want to scroll back, so I don't know. Something got eaten. Rachel made lunch, stuffed peppers, and then got some water and began on those line edits. Nice. Excellent. Okay. let's show the third banner. Okay, do we want a, I'm okay with rolling over the 3 o'clock hour today. So if we want a little bit longer one, that's fine. Do we want to go with a 25 or do we want a 30? Or even a 45. I don't know that I can concentrate for a full 45. I, again, have not trained myself up to that anymore. So, 30, 30, 30. All right. 3 30s in a row. That's what we'll go with. Let me scroll the third teapot timer down to the 30-minute mark, or close enough to it. Let's just roll this down till we get to the actual 30. All right, make it big. Okay, so 1, save your document. Make sure you save all the wonderful progress that we are making. 2, make sure you take a sip or multiple sips of your hydration of choice. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take one. All right, here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, good timing. That was at the end of a sentence. Okay. Steph, how we doing? I'm still on. I'm at the tail end of that third scene. I'm on like kind of the middle of page 7. Dialogue increases page length quite well. And so do like scene or chapter breaks or whatever we're calling them. Pretty good. Definitely, I'm still sticking to the outline, which is nice. And making some progress. Yeah. Oops, just saw a typo. There we go. Let me fix that. Okay. How we doing? Becca managed to finish one of your assignments. Nice. One more to go, and then you're about 75% through already. Nice. Excellent. CB got 182 words. Excellent. And Rachel's comment has not popped up yet in the StreamYard. Here it is. You got most of a chapter line edited. Excellent. Yay. Okay. Now, I know since it is Friday, is Michael streaming today? I've not been good about keeping up with stream schedules and like who's streaming and stuff. I don't even know how the spreadsheet is doing. If the spreadsheet is even still viable, I don't know. So, because my schedule has been sort of like all kinds of whack. Because I'm doing my best to okay, CB says Michael isn't streaming today according to the spreadsheet. Okay. So if y'all are up for it, we can keep streaming for a little bit, keep sprinting for at least another decently long one. Do I still stream on Sundays? I have not been recently. One, because I had the job at the post office and they almost always required me to work on Sundays. And then I was taking advantage of either the Sundays that I had off to go see Bestie and Bestie's baby and her family. So I have not been streaming on Sundays, but I think I will probably pick that back up again at some point soon. I have not scheduled any further sprints because my mom has been traveling sort of like in and out of state. So there was issues with like whether or not it would be need to go pick her up from the airport or the shuttle service and all that kind of stuff. She's actually driving down to Florida today, which was I got the phone call sort of giving me her progress update. So but yeah, so anyway, I have not been streaming on Sundays, but I am hoping that I will pick that back up again. Maybe not every Sunday, but we shall see. Okay, brain. So Lindsay says, I'm ready to run errands, so I'll see y'all later. Happy writing. Yes, Michael is doing the write-a-thon this weekend. I did know that. HK will be on later, but I think is that at 4 or is that at 5? Becca says, I could definitely do another sprint, and CB says ditto. Excellent. Okay. Let me change to 4th sprint. And are y'all up for another 30, or you want another 25? What you feeling like? I haven't made any new timers in a while. I know Laura has made some new timers. Should we look at Laura's new timers? I say as she types in Laura Nettles. All right. Let's see. Screenwriter's Journey says 25. So we're gonna go with the strawberry ice cream, and that you can't see because I don't think I've shared my screen yet. Close. Very, very close. I'm counting down the timer until it gets to the 25. Here we go. All right, present, share screen. Make it big. All right, so this is one of Laura's new timers. Very cute. All right, so 1, save your document and all of the wonderful progress that we are making. Save. 2, take a sip of whatever it is that we were hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine. Roll those shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take one. All right, here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Not gonna lie, that startled me. I was expecting the thunderclap. Um, anyway, let me save. How did we do? I think I've done very well for myself. Still following the outline, which is good, I think. I'm gonna save it. I'm about 2/3 of the way done with my 9th page. Again, dialogue helps. And I'm either on the 4th or the 5th scene. I'm not real sure. I'll have to go back and count later. But anyway, yeah, it's been a very good one. Very good session. JL says, missed the break. It's my specialty. Oh no. Becca says this last sprint has gone by so fast. You're almost done with this week's homework. You think you'll be able to finish in the next hour. It's amazing. Screenwriter's Journey says, thanks. Still working on the to-do list, but you made a little progress and signing off now. Excellent. 308 words for CB. Nice. Yes. Yeah, this has definitely been one of the very, very productive days. So sticking to the outline is helping. Who would have known? I knew all along. I just didn't want to do it. But anyway, so yeah, following the outline for now. And making the story grow like the botanist that I am. Anyway, yeah, so I don't know when my next stream is going to be. I'll have to take a look and see whether or not I can't remember when the last streams for the write-a-thon this weekend are. I may just go ahead and wait till Monday to stream again, but we shall see. All right. Anyway, thank you for joining me, and don't forget to save. I think I've already saved mine, but I'm going to save it again because why not? And yeah, so I have saved. I have saved again, and yeah. So don't forget to save, sip, stretch, and snack break or regular break whenever you need to. And I will hopefully see y'all soon, and hopefully see y'all in some of the chats this weekend for the write-a-thon. If not, I will see y'all next week. All right. Thank you very much. And I will... Ooh, CB has total so far for camp, 68,484. Nice. Out of your 150,000 goal. Nice. So, ooh, 4,859 for today. Very, very nice. Rachel says, enjoy and thanks. Yes. All right, y'all. Again, thank you very much for joining me, and I will hopefully see y'all next time. All right. Bye.